So welcome back. We're going to have a blast right now. This is going to be kind of neat for anybody who owns a putty cat, right?
Yes.
My next guest is Carrie C., and she's the owner of Purrfect Behavior Solutions. Welcome to the show. I love it. She's wearing a little skirt here that's got kitty cats all over it in bright colors. And she also even has this like beautiful crystal diamond-like looking necklace that has a cat on it. I just love it. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Thank you. Yeah. So I am a feline behavior consultant. And a lot of people, when I say that, they're like, what the heck does that mean? So
What the heck does that mean?
I work with cats with behavior problems. I grew up fostering cats and kittens. We had bottle babies, we had feral cats, kind of the whole gamut of all cats. And then I worked as a veterinary technician. I've worked in veterinary sales. And then one day I decided it would be really fun to go back to school and get my master's degree in companion animal behavior. So I did that, and then I started working with both cats and dogs, but then I realized not a lot of people understand cats.
They're a little weird.
I know.
They do.
You know, but I feel like I relate to them so well.
Because, well, that's funny. I don't want to say that. Go ahead. I don't know you well enough. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I just realized there's so many great dog trainers out there, but not a lot of people are willing to work with cats or really understand them. And I felt like I really get them, and I can help people with all of these behavior problems that they don't even know are fixable.
Okay, let's talk about that. So first of all, when you say that you are a feline behavioral consultant, what do you do for them? Do you sit there and get them on the couch and talk to them, or what?
I wish. No, I wish it was that simple.
Right.
Typically what I do with my clients is I like to see the environment, because that plays a huge role in the behavior of a cat. So what I like to do is in-home consultations with my clients, see the environment of the cat, talk about what the function of the behavior is, why the cat is doing something, and what can we change to make this behavior go away.
How many people have kitty cats that are acting up?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
What are some of the different things that you deal with? Like, what's the most common one that you come to?
The most common one that I'm working with a handful of clients right now is intercat aggression. So they have two cats, possibly one that was newly adopted, and they just aren't getting along. So doing a lot of reintroductions, just making them friends again, and not having those cat fights. If you think you can do it on your own, you cannot do it on your own. You need a specialist for that. Now, you're going to offer for everybody, it's a free 10-minute phone conversation. It's free 10-minute phone conversation, and it comes along with a 10% off your services if you decide whatever it is that you want to do with her. But what we're going to do is we're going to open up the lines to the audience for everyone that call in and do that. Okay? So you're going to call me if you've got a kitty cat that needs a little bit of behavioral direction. And our number here is 602-277-5369. And toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You can check her out on the website. It's Purrfect. It's Purrfect. So it's Purrfect Behavior Solutions. .com. And our number here, 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. So that's one that seems that would be a very hard thing if there's other animals. Mm-hmm. What are some of the other ones that you might do for them? Scratching on the furniture is a big one.
That's a no-no?
Yes. A lot of people, they have these nice fancy couches, and then they have these cats that come in and scratch it up. Peeing outside the litter box is also one that nobody wants to deal with.
That's bad. That's
nasty. It's stinky, and it's just gross. But you don't want them going all over the house.
Right. Now, someone might say, geez, I could go and let's say one of those scratcher things that they like to have, Why do they need your services? What makes you different than anything else that's out there?
So a lot of it, I definitely do encourage people, go buy those scratchers, but it's where are we putting them? Are we listening to the cats with the different textures that they like and things like that? Kind of thinking outside of the box.
They're very temperamental, aren't they?
They can be. They're pretty particular.
Well, we've got our lines open here, and I know we're starting to get our calls. So anyone that calls in, you're going to get from her. It's a free phone conversation. It's 10 minutes long, and you're going to get a 10% off her services as well. So you can check out her website. It's Purrfect. So Purrfect Behavior Solutions is with an S.com, and call in here and get that from me, 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. One thing I love about this show too is that there's might be somebody out there that they don't have a cat. You can tell somebody that you know has a cat that has behavioral problems, because if they're not your cat, everybody thinks that the other cat's worse, right? And that's the same for any pet, right?
Yeah.
But if you want it, you could call on that from them, and you can also get connected with me, and I'll get you hooked up with her. 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. So how do you work with your clients? You go and do it their home?
I do it, yeah.
Are you valley-wide?
I am valley-wide, and I also travel to Tucson and Northern Arizona about once monthly.
That's great. So she's valley-wide for anybody out there. She comes to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I come to the home, do my evaluation of the environment. I do also offer phone and Skype and Zoom consultations for those people that aren't comfortable having strangers in the home.
How can you get to know a cat on a Skype?
You know, a lot of what I do doesn't actually involve seeing the cat. There are many clients that I've worked with that...
It's the clients that you're changing their behavior?
You know, I hate to say it, but it's a lot of training people that I do, yes.
Well, sure, it makes sense. It's because, I know my dad never trained his dog. He was 90 when he got it, so there's no way. But so I can understand why.
Yep, you got to train the people to put everything in place for these animals.
And the problem is we love them so much that we just say, oh, it's okay.
Right.
It's okay that it does that. Right?
Yep, until you have friends over and they're like, what is going on?
Right.
What did you do in this house?
Absolutely. Again, our number here is 602-277-5369. If it's you or someone that you know, these are 10-minute phone free consultations. You're also going to get along with that a 10% off for services. Give us a call here at 602-277-5369. You can also call her direct. Her phone number is 480-216-7223. Check out that website. It's Purrfect, Purrfect Behavior Solutions with an S.com. Now, I wanted to kind of get you to see, why is what you do so important for the cats and their owners?
So a lot of what I do is so important because you want to have that good relationship with your cats. You want them to be friendly. You want your house to be clean and free of scratches and
pee smell.
Yes, no pee smell. But a lot of people don't even realize that somebody like me exists. And so a lot of times they end up rehoming their cat because they just can't handle the behavior issues anymore, or they have to lock them in a certain part of the home and they just don't have that enjoyment with their animal anymore. So it's just, getting the word out that I exist and I can help you with these issues.
I love that you're here to do that, and that's what we're doing here. Again, that number here is 602-277-5369. So what would you leave them? What are some of the tips that you can give them, just something to help with the most common problem?
So the biggest tip that I would give to owners is start with your kitten when it's young. Think about what you do with a puppy. You take them to training classes, you do all this handling, you incorporate them in your family. Start doing that with kittens too. Start training them. It's so fun to clicker train a kitten and think of them a little bit
easier
different.
Too, right? Once they're grown up, they're like set in their ways.
Yes.
Just like us.
Teaching an old dog new tricks kind of thing. Yep.
So I was thinking about somebody I know has a cat, and it's an adorable cat, but every time I come over there and we're sitting at the table, it jumps up on the table. Not once, probably 25 times. Can you help somebody with a cat, and it's an older cat, that they jump on tables and things like that? What do you do?
Absolutely.
How would you do that? That's
a lot of it is environment, giving them appropriate tall places to be in that social area. And then also teaching them off. My girls, I have 2 cats. One of them knows the off cue. If she jumps up on the counter, she's not allowed. I tell her, Bianca, off. She kind of looks at me like, do I have to? And then jumps right down. So again, doing that training and things that you wouldn't necessarily think about with cats, but you can do.
She's valley-wide. She comes to you so she can learn your environment. That's what it's all about too. She's offering for everyone that's calling in to get a 10-minute phone conversation. It's free for you, but it's 10 minutes long, and you can also get 10% off of her services. Our number here, and I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show because we're going to have all newbies on the next hour, half half hour as well. So everyone's going to be newbie, and you can call in here at 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. You got to check out her website. It's Purrfect, F-E-C-T, Behavior Solutions.com. What are your final words?
Train your cat.
You know what? Train your cat, but know that there are people like this out there. You can't just always do it yourself. You can't just look on the internet. Sometimes it takes a special person to do it. She's a lover of cats, and I bet you all your cats are good. That number to call here is 602-277-5369. It's Purrfect Behavior Solutions.com.
Where else?